All right, good morning. It's 8 a.m., Newnan, Georgia. We're going to be flying this guy down to Macon, to a tower. And I'm wearing my Georgia gear because, well, the big game is in a couple days. Rose Bowl, Georgia, Bulldogs. Beautiful sunrise. But here's the thing that sucks. We get frost. Well, welcome aboard GoPro camera. Today we're going to be taking a flight from...
Oh, God, I forgot it can hear me.
It can hear you all day long. Good. Mr. Jamie Brown, CFI extraordinaire.
Yeah, there you go.
Houston. He's going to be joining us for today's glorious flight from Newnan, Georgia, all the way down to Macon. Affectionately referred to as, from Atlanta natives, as bacon. Because who doesn't like bacon in the morning?
Oh, man. Oh, this is going to be fun.
We're going to be treated to pleasantries of horrible tower calls by yours truly, Mr. Danny Gonzalez here, who's going to be learning how to make approaches and talk to the tower and not sound like a moron.
You will be completely fine.
Hey, traffic. Diamond 484 Delta Charlie, departure lake runway 32. We are turning left and departing there to the southeast. We're currently 2,300 feet climbing for 4,500 unit traffic.
Okay, there you go.
And actually, I put my altitude as 5,500. Is that? I guess if we're gonna have a heading of 122.
There you go.
And that needs to be odd, and then add 500 feet. Is that?
That would be correct.
Boom.
The only thing you have to stay wary about is we're in a 5,000 foot shelf right now. This is a 6,000 foot shelf, so here we can go up to 5,500 feet, but we want to stay below 5,500 and right where we're at right now. Do you want to get flight following?
What is that? They basically just like... Can you get what again?
They're going to be keeping you...
Yeah, Mike.
Keeping tabs on you the whole entire time.
Mike, Echo, India, M-E-I.
We can, but it scares me to talk to them. What is that?
I'll request it, and pretty much the only thing they're going to give us is frequency changes after that.
Okay.
So pretty much all.
Golf Alpha, climb and maintain 9er.
All we have to pay attention to is. Like, I'll make the first call, and it's just going to be frequency changes about that. Atlanta approach, good morning, Diamond 484 Delta Charlie with request. Atlanta approach, good morning, Diamond 484 Delta Charlie with request. If he doesn't answer us on this one, it means he's too busy and he doesn't want to pay attention to this little Diamond DA-20.
Says screw off?
Yep.
Okay, that's fine.
Number 3 Golf Alpha, climb and maintain 1-1.
Yeah, he doesn't want to pay attention to us today.
On 119.37.
We'll get it another day.
Well, I guess if we were to get following from Atlanta approach, would I still need to be making call, like when we get close to there's Thomaston, but if we were to get close to Thomaston, still make those calls saying we're transitioning and all that stuff?
Nope.
No, okay.
So in that situation, approach is handling, pretty much steering you clear of
other
air
traffic. Okay.
They'll say, hey, you got traffic, 10 o'clock, 2 miles, 200 feet above you. Report traffic in sight.
Gotcha, okay.
So that's one nice, handy tool that they do.
That is a nice thing. Sorry.
It's okay, I just went deaf.
I tried to move, it did not work.
You're fine. Atlanta approach, good morning, Diamond 484 Delta Charlie with request. Come on.
I think you just got denied again.
I did. What is the deal this morning? They don't want to deal with the diamonds.
Other aircraft calling approach unanswered, say it again.
Atlanta approach, good morning, Diamond 484 Delta Charlie with request.
484 Delta Charlie, Atlanta.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Diamond 484 Delta Charlie, type Diamond DA20. We are currently 4 miles north of Oscar Papa November, 5,500 feet. We are looking for flight following to Macon, Mike Charlie November at 5,500 feet.
Diamond 484 Delta Charlie, spot 0124.
0124 for Delta Charlie. Alright, so pretty much what he did there, I told him what I wanted, who I was, where I am, and what I wanted.
Yeah.
So, who I am, Diamond 484 Delta Charlie, I'm going to type Diamond DA20 because he needs to type as well.
484 Delta Charlie, radar contact, 5,600, altimeter 3018, and last when you pick up Bravo.
18.
Will advise Bravo for Delta Charlie.
So he said will, so what is...
And I screwed up there. I was supposed to say the altimeter setting back to him as well. So whenever he says altimeter 3018, you have to read that back to him so you know, he knows that you're in the same, because all the planes in this area will use 3018, so you're all at the same altitude.
That makes sense, yeah. 301, yeah, that makes sense.
So pretty much now he's watching us. He has us on his screen because we're squawking 0124. So he has us as 484 Delta Charlie, and he can see we're tracking along towards Macon. So, and that's where he's expecting us to go. As soon as I get closer, I'm gonna tell him I want to just do a touch and go there, and then do flight following back to, or we don't even have to do flight following back. It's a smart thing to always do flight following, just to, they keep a heads up for you.
That's nice.
But pretty much he may give us a frequency change, which I actually think it's going to be this frequency the whole way there.
So then at what point would we contact the tower?
2062 Bravo, Atlanta approach, making altimeter 3018.
Whenever he tells us to.
Oh, okay.
So we don't leave his frequency unless he tells us to.
I need to say, okay, you're leaving airspace contact.
4 Mike Kilo, can you tell 62 Bravo to continue inbound? I can hear him.
So I want you to call him up. I want you to say,
Bonanza 301 Julia Foxtrot,
Atlanta approach,
altimeter
Diamond 484,
Are you familiar with the
Delta Charlie is requesting a frequency change to listen to the weather.
Okay, we have to do that? Okay.
Yeah. So if he comes back and say, he'll probably just say report when back on frequency. And he'll just say Roger 484 Delta Charlie. So I want you to say Atlanta approach 484 Delta Charlie, requesting a frequency change for weather.
Okay. Atlanta approach, Diamond 484 Delta Charlie, requesting frequency change for weather.
484 Delta Charlie approved.
Roger, 4 Delta Charlie.
There you go.
Macon Tower, information Bravo 13530. Zulu. Wind calm, visibility 8, clear below 12,000. Temperature 3, dew point 1, altimeter 3018. Visual approach in use, landing runway 5. Advise at initial contact you have Bravo.
Information Bravo. Okay, now I go back and
Yep. Now I want you to call him back and say Atlanta approach, Diamond 484 Delta Charlie has information Bravo. Because that's the letter they used.
Atlanta approach, Diamond 484 Delta Charlie has information Bravo.
484 Delta Charlie, Roger, altitude your discretion, call the field when you can.
Altitude or discretion, we'll call the field whenever we can for Delta Charlie. Alright, so he says altitude is our discretion, meaning we can descend when we want.
So we're probably, what, 15 miles? Because that's that 17? Okay.
Yep, 17 miles away. So, I like to use a 3-to-1 rule on descending. So, the traffic pattern altitude for Macon.
I have that. It's like 1,100. 1,154.
Alright, so just say 1,100. So we're at 5,500. So minus 1,100, that's 4,400 feet we gotta lose. So a 3-to-1 rule I use for every 1,000 feet, 3 miles. So 4 times 3 is 12. So we got pretty much 12 miles out, we gotta start our descent. A little bit more, say 13 or 14 miles we should start our descent, and that'll give us enough time to descend down to traffic pattern altitude. Okay. So we can start here in just a minute. Yep. We're currently 15 miles away, so your judgment, you're the PIC. So at what point do we, now I guess, when approach is going to come back and they're going to, like, tell us contact tower, or we need to call them first, or what? He kind of said it weird. He said call the tower when you can, which...
November 252, uniform contact Karen's approach control on 121.1.
Atlanta approach, Diamond 484 Delta Charlie. You said we can switch frequencies over to tower?
If you like, 484 Delta Charlie, contact tower 128.2.
28.2, thanks for your help, 4 Delta Charlie.
Yeah.
You want to do some touch and goes? Yeah, let's do some touch and goes. Okay. I want you to say Macon Tower, Diamond 484 Delta Charlie is inbound for touch and goes. Because he already knows where we are because approach sent him over to tower. Gotcha, okay. So what is it, Macon Tower? Macon Tower, Diamond 484 Delta Charlie is inbound for pattern work. We need to say, like, how far away we are, or they already got it? They already know. Okay. Inbound for pattern work. Okay. Macon Tower, Diamond 484 Delta Charlie inbound for pattern work.
Diamond 484 Delta Charlie, Macon Tower, roger. Say your type landing.
Type landing. That. Yeah, we're just going to be doing some touch and goes, 484 Delta Charlie.
Diamond 4 Delta Charlie, roger, runway 5, clear touch and go.
Runway 15, clear touch and go, 4 Delta Charlie. Runway 5.
Negative, runway 5.
Just say runway 5. Runway 5, 4 Delta Charlie. That's okay. All right, let's figure out where runway 5 is. Yep. Runway 5 would be, we got to go that way. That would be correct. Okay, cool. All right, and he cleared us for what? Cleared us for a touch and go of runway 5. Yep. So could we do a full stop? No. Yeah. Because he's expecting us. Yeah. So runway 5 is left traffic. If we were doing the opposite, runway 23, it would be right traffic. And I remember seeing that. It was 14 and 23 was right. Would he say that in there, or what? We'd have to know. I think he's going to say after touch and go, make left traffic. Okay. That's what they usually say. So he will contact us again before we land? Yeah. Okay. Well, I think this is the biggest runway you've landed on. This runway looks huge.
Wind check, wind 2706.
So you don't have to say anything? Okay. He was just letting you know what the winds are currently doing. Alright, so I got a little bit of crosswind today. It was good. It's good practice. It is good. So just remember, you want to make that nose straight with the runway as soon as you're about to touch down. So use them rudder pedals to get us straight. Good. There you go. Nice job. Thank you.
Diamond 4 Delta Charlie on the go. Make a left turn out to the north, followed by a right turn back to final to runway 23. We're going to change runways, and runway 23 will be the active.
All right, left turn to the north and a right turn to runway 23, 4 Delta Charlie.
Diamond 4 Delta Charlie, roger, report turning final, and on the go. Maintain VFR conditions at 1,200 while in the VFR pattern. It'll be right traffic.
All right, on the go, right traffic, and VFR 1,200, 4 Delta Charlie. And he was giving... A lot. I don't know. I was like, okay, so am I supposed to go left now? Yeah, so left turn to the north. We're above, and he said, and then a right turn to the right, we're going to go back to 23. Yep, so pretty much we're just getting to the opposite end of the runway. They flip-flopped runways, so right. That's actually pretty cool. And he said 1,200 feet altitude, yep. Pattern altitude. All right, so then we'll come here, and then we're just basically going to go back that way? Yep. At what point do we need to do that? Whenever you deem appropriate. So pretty much if you think you're on like a beam the numbers and you can set up for landing and everything, turning around, go ahead and do so. Okay. And it's right pattern traffic on 23, so. Correct. Okay. Hey, that actually that made sense to me. Good. And so he said we need to report final? Yep. So say Macon Tower, Diamond 4 Delta Charlie is on final runway 23. Macon Tower, Diamond 484 Delta Charlie's on final for runway 23.
Time 4 Delta Charlie, roger, runway 23 cleared touch and go. And again, enter right closed traffic, report base maintained VFR conditions at 1,200.
Clear for runway 23. Touch and go. Touch and go. Remain in right closed traffic. Pattern altitude 1,200 feet. 4 Delta Charlie. Look at you! My gosh! All right, keep that power idle. Oh, in fact, why don't you just slip it? Do a nice slip. All right, a little bit lower. Get that airspeed. Don't want to stall. There you go.
Wind check, wind 270 at 8.
He's probably like, what is this dude doing? We're having fun, that's what we're doing. Alright, so now the crosswind's from the opposite angle. Well, it's kind of, but it's fine, you got plenty of runway. Oh, you're just showing off. Right? Alright, let's hit it. Alright, so we're going to right close traffic. Yep. And we'll stay at pattern altitude of 1,200 feet and maintain VFR conditions. Which I don't know what would be IFR conditions, but we're going to maintain. And he said he wants us to report when we're on the base leg. I missed that, and I did not repeat that. Okay. That's okay. He gave you a ton, and this is only your second time talking with Tower, so I'm actually very impressed with how you're doing. Good. I couldn't even do it. Back in my time, I would not have been able to do that. Back in the day? Back in the day. Back in, that was actually only 3 years ago. Well, back in the day. Macon Tower, Diamond, 4 Delta Charlie, established on the right base, runway 23. This will be our final touch and go. We'll be departing the area to the northwest under VFR conditions.
Diamond 4 Delta Charlie, roger, runway 23, clear touch and go, say destination and requested altitude.
Charlie, Charlie, Oscar, 4,500 feet. Charlie, Charlie, Oscar. Yep. Charlie, Charlie, Oscar, 4,000 feet, and clear for final for runway 23, 4 Delta Charlie.
Diamond 4 Delta Charlie, roger, runway 23, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, runway 23, Delta Charlie, 4 Delta Charlie. Good job, you were nailing this. Just watch that speed. There you go. Feels good, actually. It doesn't it? I've got video evidence of this. Oh, it stopped recording. Darn it. Did it? No, I'm just playing. Oh my gosh! I was like, no, you're doing awesome.
Ford Delta Charlie on the go. Maintain VFR conditions at or below 2,500. Proceed on course to Coweta County.
So proceed on course at or below 2,500 feet for Delta Charlie. Proceed on the course at or below 2,500 feet for Newnan or CCO for Delta Charlie. There you go.
Time 4 Delta Charlie, roger. Contact Atlanta departure on 124.2. Happy New Year.
We'll contact departure 124.2. Happy New Year to you, 4 Delta Charlie. Good job. Good job. All right, give me your right turn. Head to northwest. We'll stay and go ahead and contact. I want you to say Atlanta approach, Diamond 484 Delta Charlie, that 1,500 climbing 2,500. Yeah, we're still climbing here. 1,500 climbing 2,500. Atlanta approach.
Yep. Number 204, Mike Kilo, contact approach 132.47.
Atlanta approach, Diamond.
2.47 for Mike Kilo.
You stepped on someone, just hang on.
Number 4 Delta 4. Number 484 Delta Charlie, Atlanta, I didn't say altitude with you.
And then say 1,700 for Delta Charlie. 1,800 for Delta Charlie.
Number 484 Delta Charlie is ready to contact a mile west of the Macon Regional Airport. Proceed on course Coweta County, altitude your discretion.
Alright, altitude our discretion on course for Delta Charlie. Altitude our discretion on course for Delta Charlie.
So now we can go above whatever we want?
Yep. Because now he said altitude is our discretion, so.
Okay. So we'll go to 4,500.
Yep. Actually, I'm not going to put in anything. I just want you to follow the, so I want a firm indication, and on Victor 154, it's going to be 300.
Cool, that was pretty cool.
So a major thing into talking with people is you want to wait your turn.
Yeah,
so which is, it's okay. You were ready to talk and there was an open space, so that's what you wanted to do, and sometimes you do have to do that. But if approach is like calling, waiting for a response from someone, you just want to kind of hang on for a second until it's just being courteous.
So when he said ident, he called us like that. Basically, is like we sent a ping, basically.
Yep. So we're still 0124 on his screen, and whenever we hit ident, our transponder sends out the little flashes, so it'll flash on his screen. So
484 Delta Charlie, contact approach 119.8.
119.8. Contact approach 119.84 Delta Charlie.
1 Juliet Foxtrot, clear right PDK.
I want you to say Atlanta approach, Diamond 484 Delta Charlie, level 4,500 feet. You can just say 4,500, don't say 4,700.
Atlanta approach, Diamond 484 Delta Charlie, level 4,500 feet.
Number 484 Delta Charlie, Atlanta approach, Atlanta altimeter 3016.
3014 Delta Charlie.
3016.
3016.
3016 for Delta Charlie.
There you go. And see, if you make mistakes, all they're going to do is come back and say, hey, it was this.